So now we know what that means. Before we didn't really know what it means.
Yes,
Just make sure
I'm
you've got
trying to do
butter
this so that your
everywhere.
books. I was trying to move my screen so I could have your book in the video.
Oh, thank you. I
Did you
appreciate
see
it.
me slowly going through? Welcome back to Pen and Prosper, a podcast where JT Lawrence is coaching me, Melissa Delport, to be a six-figure author. I definitely think I drew the long straw in this instance, but as always, I'm so grateful, JT. Welcome back.
Thank you, Delford. Lovely to see you. I've missed you.
Yes. Oh, you too, you too. It's been too long. This is the problem when you're not writing and you're busy and I'm busy and we miss
Yes.
each other like ships in the night.
Yeah.
Okay, as always, we would just like to say a huge thank you to our paid subscribers, Vicky Tate, Monique Thatcher, Kimberly Grolnick, Jen Mitchell, Connie Henderson, and Sheena Kundi. And of course, our editor extraordinaire, Elise Van Heerden.
Thank you, Elise.
JT, do you just want to tell everyone how they can support the podcast if they feel so inclined?
Yes, please become a member of our Substack and or subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're trying to get it up to 500 subscribers and then to 1,000. So we are getting there. We worked it out, we get about a subscriber a day. So it'd be awesome if we could double that.
It would be so, imagine two a day. What would we do
Oh,
at Google? How to
yeah.
handle fame.
Yeah. I don't know what we do.
It's keeping us humble, friend. It's keeping us
It
humble.
is indeed.
We're working hard for those subs.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So let us dive into. So we are going to be talking today about TikTok,
Mhm.
TikTok marketing. You've had to obviously lean hard into alternate ways to improve your income, well, to up
Yes.
your income because you had to cut back on ad spend.
Yes.
How are you feeling about your cutting back on ad spend? How are you feeling about the lack of dolphinness in your life? Or do you think you might still be a dolphin?
I think I'm gonna just miss it again like last month.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm really okay with it. I expected to feel a lot more anxious and like just
Okay.
because of momentum, I was like, I'm gonna lose
Yes.
momentum and then like everything I've worked for, but it's I'm not feeling like that. I'm like, it's okay. I have this month to just get
Yes.
through. And then from next month, hopefully we'll get back to the 50K a month.
Yes. And as you eliminate these, obviously, when you started, you incurred these huge costs. And
Yeah,
as you eliminate them one by one, you can consolidate that, pay stuff, and
exactly.
eventually it's all just going to be like,
Exactly.
it's all going to be good stuff.
I cannot wait. Like, so
Oh,
one other reason to celebrate is that it's basically been a year since I bought my rights back and it's gone really
of
well. So like
course.
that's definitely something
Yes.
to celebrate. And then I think by
Friend,
this
I
time,
remember when you bought those rights with, I actually felt sick for you. Like, and I feel awful to say this, but I was like,
it's a
she's
mistake.
making such a
Yeah, I
mistake.
know.
And
Everyone
because
said that.
I was so worried. I thought if it tanks, like you were so, I don't know if it was bravado or if it was fake it till you make it, or if you honestly knew you could do it. But I suppose you did because you were running ads. See, I didn't know what was going on in the back end. I just saw you taking this monstrous risk.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, she got some brass balls, but man, I hope it goes right.
No,
And look at it's done well.
it was so stressful. Basically, everyone I spoke to, except my accountant friends, said don't do it.
Okay.
Mike did not want
Oh
me to do
wow.
it. Obviously, it's like our house money. The lawyer, I
Yes.
spoke to Maggie Mars, the lawyer. She's fantastic.
Yes.
She was like, I don't think you should do this. I think you should just write a new series. And I spoke to her the other day and she was like, I'm so glad it's worked out for you because I was not convinced.
And also, like you said it from the beginning, and I love the reference. You were like, "What would Taylor Swift do?"
Yeah,
And I was
exactly.
like, "That is the energy we need."
Exactly. And
Okay.
yeah, everyone was saying, don't do it, don't do it. Just write a new series. Micah obviously didn't want me to do it, except my accountant friends. They looked at the numbers I sent them and they're like, you should definitely do it. It's a no-brainer.
Oh wow. Okay. So, and
So
when it
that
comes
gave
to money, I
me,
mean, who do you
yeah,
trust?
yeah, that gave me a lot of courage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's been a
Okay.
year.
So it's been a year, but we are not talking about the year. We're talking about the month. So
Yes.
let's talk about August because it's been in August too for you, with your kids at home,
Oh my
loving
God.
it.
I think one of the reasons it was so hard to have the kids at home, because usually I try not to write too much when the kids are home, because you can't stay in flow when the kids are constantly interrupting you. So I
Yes.
planned it so that I would just have like less focused work to do, like learning about
Yes.
TikTok and starting to learn about Kickstarter and all of that stuff. But I found that it was weird because I felt like my work was pulling me in so many directions, and then the
Yeah.
kids were pulling me in so many directions. So it was like, and
Yes.
yeah, like not good for your mental health, eh? Definitely not.
Sometimes, and I still say this, that I think writing is the easiest part of our job. Like And I think that holds true even for new people who are talking about they want to get into writing and they want to write a book and everything. And I say, I hate to tell you this, but writing the book is the easy part.
Yeah, no, I do agree. Writing
Like
is the easy part.
holistically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think you thought that through.
No, but last time during the summer holiday, I tried to write when they were home, and that was a disaster. And then that was very bad for my mental health.
So
So
what have we
I guess
learned
by
when the
next
kids are
summer,
home? We do nothing. By next
yeah,
summer, you're going to have an assistant to do
yes,
everything for you.
yes. And I'll be on some island somewhere.
Oh, yes, with me.
Yes.
Mark can be home with the kids, just overseeing.
Poor Mike.
Okay, let's talk about your TikTok experience thus far. So you've been doing it for what? Probably about a month. You started leaning in and
Y- yeah, not
you
really.
redid Bobby
Hey.
Kim's
Yeah,
course.
I was very slow on starting to learn. I'm still not finished
Okay.
Bobby Kim's course. I have some initial learnings that I can talk about. But I found like there were like as I just said, like there were so many things to do that weren't TikTok. So really I have not focused on it like I planned to do. But
Okay.
at the same time, I know more about it than I ever have, I think. I'm just starting to experiment and I'm feeling positive about it.
Oh, good. Okay.
All right.
Okay. And what are you testing both your brands? Are you doing the JT Lawrence and Blair Butler
Yes.
brands?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, and then just an update on the TikTok shop. You know, the Blair Butler stuff was selling and the urban fantasy
Yes.
wasn't. And
Yes.
you pay warehousing fees if you do the fulfilled by TikTok thing. So
Yes.
we
You were
have,
going to bring it back
yeah,
into
we
hand.
bringing back the urban fantasy. It's gonna be in my garage until I know what to do with it. I might do some like bundle deals on Shopify or something. I'm not sure what to do with it yet. It's not a massive
Okay.
amount of books, but enough for it to be like a project for me. Like I need to do something with them.
Okay.
Blair Butler is still selling okay. It's not amazing like it was in the beginning, but it's doing well enough to just keep restocking. Every time we run out of stock, we just restock. So that's been good.
Okay, good. And
Okay.
are you finding that the subsequent books are moving? Because I know book one was really flying and then your others weren't, and then they've
They,
slowly started to trickle through.
yeah, they're not moving as fast as I'd like. We definitely restock book one often, and the rest not so often. In
Okay,
fact, I
okay,
don't think we've ever
okay.
restocked like book three onwards.
Try not to take it to heart. Like
I
that,
will. I
that always
will.
stings. I have so many copies of Legion and Legend, so many, and I'm like, I mean, maybe they pirated it. Let's look at the bright side.
The lucky thing
Because
is it's print on demand, so you don't sit with all these
yes.
book twos and
Oh,
threes and
okay,
fours in your garage. It's print on demand.
okay,
It's great.
okay. And with I don't want to take this off the TikTok focus, so we're going to come right
Mm.
back. But just quickly, the Shopify store hasn't opened yet.
It's opening next week. I'm super excited.
Okay, okay, okay.
I spent one of the things I've spent this month doing, which I've really loved, is designing merch.
The merch, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That I had to open a US company, so that's exciting.
Oh, that is so
Uh,
exciting. That is
so
so exciting.
yeah,
And but now doesn't that also come with a whole lot of red tape and admin and tax implications, or is it
tax
simpler than it
implications,
sounds?
yes, but it's going to be
Okay.
very simple administration wise because basically the money is going to go into my US company and I'm going to bring it here into my UK company. So it is quite
Okay.
streamlined.
Do Payoneer allow you to open a company account without having a registered company in the US? No.
I'm not sure, but I'm using
Okay.
Revolut because basically what I'm
Okay.
doing is just bringing the money back. I'm not handling money there. I'm just bringing it back.
Okay. Okay. No, I was just wondering because I was looking at opening a company here. I'm very concerned now that there is more revenue coming in, and because it's got that long tailwind, that if something happens to me, I mean, I look at someone like you, where Amazon at any given time owes you 6, 12, 18, what, 18,000, $180,000?
Yeah.
And imagine you drop dead tomorrow, your bank
Mm,
accounts will be closed. What happens? Do you
mm,
see what I mean? Now,
yeah.
for me, obviously, it's nothing to worry about now because my figures are not that kind of scale, but they will be.
Yeah.
And so I've diarised for the beginning of January to go and speak to my accountant and see if the new financial year it's not viable, and also to protect my IP
Yeah.
if I'm able to put it into, we do have a family trust, or, just try and figure out if I can protect that as well. So if
Yes.
something happens to me, someone can pick up my thing, carry it on, and my kids
Yes.
can, and my family can keep benefiting from
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Very
So
important.
it is stuff that you need to look at when you actually start. Before it didn't really matter because,
Yeah.
all of nothing is still nothing.
Yeah, that's
So
a very good
yeah, and I
idea.
think I'll need to chat to Mionic as well about what happens. I mean, I need to look at my contract in the event of him or the same sort of thing.
Yes.
So yeah, the legal and tax implications start coming when you start making
Yeah,
a
they
little bit of
do.
money.
They do. But I'm loving the way you're thinking, Delport, because it's good. You need that stuff in place. And it means if you're
Yes.
thinking big, even though you're thinking big, think bigger. Like, what if
Yeah.
your money quadruples or and more? Like, what are
Yes.
the implications going to
Yes.
be? So just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
You're not going to be at this level in 5 years' time, and you want to prepare for 5 years'
No.
time.
Yeah. And with the rate that I'm writing, like I've just looked at the success that you're having and that Rachel's having. And I think one of the biggest things holding me back is not having any front list since
Yeah.
2020. So I'm like, you should, when this little horse gets out that
Oh,
gate, I'm going to
yeah.
be like the little zebra in the movie.
What's
What's it,
zebra?
like racing straps? Did you never see it? It was the cutest movie in the whole world. They entered a zebra in like the Kentucky Derby, one of those big horse races. It was, and he was so small, and he was like,
Oh, so
that's the
you're going to
goal
be
for
our little
them. That's
zebra.
little racing straps. Yeah, I'll earn my little thing. I'll come onto the one episode with that, and then everyone will know she's got a new book out. Okay, as always, we digress. Right, let's go back to TikTok.
I have been doing the Bobby Kim course. I don't even think
Yes,
I'm halfway. It does take a while because his videos are long and you have to concentrate and take
yes, I
notes.
take
And
notes. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I've been doing that. I also listen to whichever videos Kate Hall puts out. And
Okay.
I will probably end up doing her course too. Interestingly, her last video, she's changed her strategy a bit, so that'll be good to talk about.
Okay.
We'll start with Bobby Kim and then I'll just tell you what Kate Hall says when we get there.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
So he starts the course about how to build a content team. So, like, he again is like setting you up for a bigger picture. It's not just about the author doing everything. He's like, no, it would be great if you had a business administrator to do certain things for you. And like, he emphasizes it quite a lot in the beginning, like more than I thought that he would, because I thought it was only about TikTok marketing. But he's basically saying, if you're going to do this thing, then you must do it properly. And this is where it starts. It starts with a business administrator. So,
Okay.
yeah, that
I
was
feel like I should be taking notes, but I know I'll be able to watch this later.
so, like, for examples, he said the business administrator would manage your email list, build it, run it, and manage it, which I mean, that sounds amazing to me. I would love that.
Yes.
Schedule book promotions, which we've spoken about.
That would be like your book bubs and your
Yeah.
Kindle Countdown deals and your okay.
Run ads, that's debatable, I think. And then look to license your IP. So if you have someone actively going
Okay.
to license your IP, I mean, that would be amazing. I should
Yeah.
actually ask Mike to do that for me.
Do you think I mean, do you know what it entails? I don't want to go too far into that because, again, that's part of
Yeah,
maybe a January thing where okay, how to structure these businesses
yeah.
because you're doing it.
I think it's just something to think about. Like, if we can get to the stage where we have someone doing this stuff for us, then
Oh,
it's just, it's a great way to
it's
scale without doing
safeguarding.
extra
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Extra work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought that was interesting. Like, I didn't expect that in a Bobby Kim course, but anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I just thought he was just going to go TikTok, TikTok, TikTok,
Yeah.
TikTok,
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's young. I mean, he's a very knowledgeable young man.
So young. Do you know why he's so knowledgeable? Because he started publishing at like 17 or something. He's like a
Oh,
little
wow.
genius indie kid.
Prodigy.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
he's like that guy that wrote the Dragon book all those years ago.
And he
Okay.
he, he was doing Facebook ads before a lot of the gurus started them, and like
Oh,
yeah, he was like a little, like the stereotype of the
proper.
little genius
Yes.
kid. Yeah.
August Rush.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I love that. Okay.
Okay, so the first thing you have to do, there are four things. These are the four things that are the most important thing for your TikTok marketing. One, understand who your reader is. Two, pick the right sound. For picking the right sound, he actually has an Airtable with trending sounds and what's getting the most views. And
Okay.
it's very, very interesting to look at that Airtable. I can send you the link. And then he also tags it with like spicy or tension or drama so that
Okay.
you don't just choose a top sound, you choose a top spicy sound or the top
Okay.
humor sound or whatever, to go with your post. Number three is choose a correct format. So we get into that just now. And number four is to keep people watching because TikTok obviously
Okay.
rewards videos that where people watch to the end. A part of
Yes.
that is deciding the length of your video because if it's too long, they don't get to the end. But if it's too short, then
And that number seems to change
Yeah,
over like
it does.
time. Like sometimes a while ago it was like 7 seconds. You only had 7 seconds, and
Yes.
then it was so it does seem to move.
Yes. Yeah. Interesting here. Those are the four main things you need to think about when you doing your video, right? And then he says you need to understand the three core roots when you're doing your creative. So the core roots are one, content, two, sounds, and three, format. It's very similar to what we've just said. Sorry, I'm just reading here. He calls it ICP, or ideal customer profile, for when you want to know your audience. You know, most people in marketing call it an avatar, right? It's like a 45-year-old woman. She has a 9 to 5 job. She's got kids. Like that's your avatar. So he calls it an ICP. And it's important to know the pain points and desires of your ICP, because that's how you get them to keep on watching.
Yes. So should all your content then target one perfect customer? You couldn't consult. So let's talk about a brand like Penguin versus an author like Rebecca Yaros. Does Rebecca Yaros then have a more successful model on TikTok because she is punting one brand of books, whereas Penguin are punting thrillers, and then they like the ideal demographic is much broader. They want
Yeah.
readers in general.
Yeah. I would say if Penguin were savvy, they would do videos like per genre, per author that understand the ICP, because otherwise they just won't get the traction that they're looking for.
Are you saying rather do different imprints accounts like Penguin Romance, Penguin this instead
Yeah.
of having one
Yeah.
overall? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you think about it, like a romance reader is looking for certain things, and a
Yeah.
psychological thriller reader is
Yes,
looking for completely
completely
different
different.
things.
It's just not making me question my strategy. And I say this because I've found someone in America to post for me.
Yes.
I am so excited. We're starting on the 1st of September. So I've got 2 weeks to do content creation for September. So this is why this is such a good time to be discussing this. But I didn't know whether to do it. You know, I have such a broad range of books. I didn't know whether to do like focus on like the fantasy or focus on the romance or be able to do both. I mean, ideally, I'd want to do both because I only have one person, or to ask her to account.
Well, you can see how the first one goes, and if it's doing well,
Yeah,
then it doesn't
I
matter
think
if you
I'll
pay
do
her.
both. So do you think I should just stick to one genre
Start
to
with one and
start?
see how it goes. Which one are you
Yeah,
starting
okay.
with?
I don't know because
Romance.
my both of
Where's
my stables are
romance on
pretty
TikTok?
empty. Romance, yeah, maybe I should start, and then also it'll build towards this release when it comes out.
Yeah.
They're building an audience so that when it comes out, there's a bit of a following on there. So I can Riven, fortunately. So it's actually falling into new adult romance,
Okay, great.
which is perfect because it's Chloe Walsh, Colleen Hoover, Elle Kennedy. Those are the things that I love. Like
Yeah,
I love those books. So
yeah.
I realized that trying to force the billionaire or the like it's not working. The steamy. I'm kind of somewhere between you and Rachel. She's clean, you steamy. Somewhere
Mm,
in between there is where
mm,
I fall.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm absolutely loving this process now because I'm writing
Great.
something I really enjoy. So I think you're sitting. Luckily, Riven it is college romance, one of my books.
Okay,
So I
okay.
do have some content and I do have some Insta, you know what I mean? So I'm going to do it
Yes.
under Lissa Dell because
Okay,
Lissa Dell's
great.
stuff is very comparable.
Yeah,
In fact, I think that's what Tracy said. Oh no, it was me before you. Hey, it wasn't Colleen Hoover. Anyway, so yeah, I want to get it, but yeah, so that's what I'm going to do from the
that's
1st of September.
that's
Yeah.
great. And Colleen Hoover has a new TV series coming out.
She's got like three, I think. She's
Yeah,
just cleaning up that
yeah,
one.
yeah. So that's great.
It's amazing. And new NA romance is hugely on the rise. Like it's like becoming quite
Quite a
a
thing.
thing. So
Yeah.
that Binding 13 is obviously one of my favorites. So yeah.
Okay, that sounds really good. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those are the kind of books that do really well on TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah, those heartbreaking, like
Yeah,
emotive.
yeah, yeah.
So I
And
could then just put all my romance. It doesn't have to necessarily be new adult romance, but anything
no,
that's romance, I'll put
yeah,
on there.
yeah.
Yeah.
And TikTok is updating their rules, guidelines and rules. 13th of
Okay.
September, it's coming out. And
Okay.
basically, they're going to be a lot stricter. I mean, we know this. They're
Okay.
always getting stricter and stricter because they don't want to lose the US again.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I think it's
So
going to
what in
get
terms of
harder. Yeah,
content?
I think it's going to get harder to market steamy stuff, and
Okay.
that might open up some space for books that aren't steamy, which will be good for you. Let's hope.
Yes, yes. Okay. Oh, awesome.
Yay.
I already got that one flag on my spicy TikTok. I forgot to remove the F bomb. It was like, "Bum, you got 30 days. We're watching you." And I was like, dang it.
And they
Stop
are
being such a
ruthless.
buzzkill, TikTok. The things that I have seen on this app.
No, I know, I know. But they're
I'm
ruthless,
like,
hey? They'll
wow.
just take away your account and no explanation. And
Yeah. Yeah.
sorry, don't ask again. It's final. It's like, what?
Yeah. Okay, right. So,
Okay. So you need to identify your ICP, right?
okay,
Ideal customer profile. And then just keep them in
perfect.
mind for everything you do.
You do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, with
Which is
Facebook,
wonderful if you're writing what you love to read.
yes, exactly.
Because you
Exactly.
kind of it speaks to
Yeah,
your own, you
exactly.
know what you would enjoy, so it really makes it easier.
Which is what you should always do. You should always write
Yeah.
books that you love.
Yeah.
Okay, so he also talks about Theodora Taylor's Universal Fantasy, by the way, and recommends buying the book.
Oh,
That's literally part
oh
of his
wow.
course. Yeah.
Oh, that
So
was
he
a few
says
episodes
butter.
back.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so cool.
So he talks about butter. So now we know what that means. Before we didn't really know what it means. He says, just
Yes.
make sure
I'm
you've got
trying to do
butter
this so that your
everywhere.
books. I was trying to move my screen so I could have your book in the video.
Oh, thank you. I
Did you
appreciate
see me slowly going through?
it.
Okay, so we
Oh.
now know what butter is. So we got to put butter.
Butter everywhere. Okay.
Okay.
And then, with Facebook ads, we used to target by audience, but now we target with our creative. Our creative chooses the target for us,
Audience.
right? The audience for us.
Yes.
With TikTok, the sound choice is a big part of your targeting.
Okay.
And I think that's why he sorts that Airtable out with those tags. Because, like, if you choose the best trending spicy song today, then you're probably going to get
Yes.
much better views than if you choose a song that you just like. So
Yes,
that's very, very
100%.
important. And that Airtable's free. It's you don't have to pay
Okay.
to access it. So I think it's a really good tool.
Okay.
I've been using it.
Yes.
Yeah. Listen to this about having a separate device. Bobby Kim
Okay.
wants you to have 4 phones. He said, obviously, not everyone can have 4 phones because we're not all Rockefeller. But to do this thing properly, you need 4. You can get away with
So,
2. Definitely not 1.
wow.
And he even says, guys, this is so important that I want you use your one phone and that first $100 you make. Don't
Don't buy a
do
new phone.
anything with it except buy a new phone. And then when you make
Wow.
your next $100, you buy a new phone. You
Okay.
have to at least have 2. You should have 4. And he says it's such a good investment because you will see how well it does once you get this thing running properly.
So why does he want you to have 4 phones?
You need minimum 2 phones, like your own phone and a dedicated TikTok phone. Okay. One phone is for making accounts, and the other phone is for testing content.
Okay.
So when you use phone one, you are making the TikTok accounts. So how do you do that? You make an email account. So you need a dedicated email address too. So he says you go to Microsoft Outlook and you have an email account for that phone. So that's phone one email address. Okay.
Okay.
Then you make one account every 2 days and don't follow anyone for 2 weeks. So I don't know how many
Oh,
accounts he
wow.
actually wants you to make, but you make one account every 2 days and do not follow anyone for 2 weeks. Then step
On
3
phone one.
on phone one. This is all on
And
phone.
how many accounts does he want you to make?
He didn't say because I would have written it down. Okay, let's just move on and see if it becomes clear.
Okay.
Says you need a US SIM card. I don't know if he said don't worry about the VPN because TikTok doesn't, and they see straight past the VPN in now. But I mean, I guess I would just do a VPN just in case. And then he says you have to have that a separate device
Okay.
because you're going to want to set the device up in the right location. So it's like
Okay.
the US
Okay.
time will be showing, and it's like everything about
Yes.
it will be US. Like nothing on there
Okay.
has a clue to anywhere else. And he says that works. So I don't know. And I don't know if what's
So
going to change in September.
yeah, so 4 phones. So like one for the US, one for, is he talking about
Oh, no,
different
no. Okay, no. We'll
territories?
talk about the 4 phones now. SIM
SIM
card,
card, VPN,
VPN,
etc.
and a dedicated device that you don't use
Okay.
ever for
For
your
anything
South
else.
African or UK stuff.
Okay. Okay, got you.
Okay.
I might try
Depending
again
on
because I bought 2 SIM cards. Maybe over time it picks it up, but I'm thinking I bought two at the same time because I always do that. I just one in case. It's such a bad quirk. It's like if I buy a pack of batteries, I buy two just in case. It's just everything must be in pairs. And I did buy 2 SIM cards, so I need to try find it, and maybe I'll clear that phone again,
Yeah.
take that SIM card, and put the other one that's never been activated, American SIM card, and see if that works.
Yeah.
Sorry, just for people who don't know,
Yeah.
could you explain about an eSIM? So, because I've never used an eSIM.
So basically, instead of buying a physical SIM card, you keep your normal SIM card in your phone, and then you move on to the eSIM. You have to buy an eSIM through some kind, like I use Airalo, Airalo. When I'm in Spain, they're excellent, and you just like basically switch over, and then
Okay.
it's
You
like
don't think it will affect then if your primary SIM is British? and then you are trying to eSIM an American SIM card.
I don't think so because you like switch over. It's like
Okay.
you are no longer running on that UK SIM. Like if you try to do something on that UK SIM, it wouldn't work because you are
Okay.
on the Spanish SIM.
Okay.
But who knows? I mean, I do not
Test, test,
I do
test.
not know a lot about SIM cards at all. So let's see.
And
We'll see.
he doesn't mention eSIMs, or he says it's found.
I think he said
Not
you can
yet.
get an eSIM, but
Okay.
then he still said, oh no, you can get a US SIM from Amazon. So why would he even say that? Because getting an eSIM is so easy. There's no physical products. You just like
Yeah.
log in basically. So I don't know.
So getting the USM was super easy. Hey? I literally just ordered it on my Amazon account. It got delivered. Life was good. I mean, it
Yeah,
took a while, obviously, postage, but it
yeah.
was simple, simple, simple.
Yeah, no, I hopped on and it was right there, easy to buy. And then I just thought, oh, maybe I
Okay.
should do the eSIM. Maybe someone who knows more about SIM cards can let us
Can
know.
tell us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, SIM and VPN. Set up VPN before installing the TikTok app. And it must be a 1 month prepaid SIM. You don't need any more than 1 month, but you do need it to be prepaid to set up stuff.
Okay.
That's what he said. SIM and VPN, make sure everything is all set up in the right country before you install your TikTok app. All right.
And prepaid, what does that mean? So you're going to put some money in there?
Well, you just buy it prepaid. You like buy a 50
A
pound,
prepaid card.
yeah, $50 SIM card.
Okay.
So maybe
Okay.
maybe that's why you do the physical thing.
Very, very intrigued. When are you going to be doing this?
Like no, I'm gonna try the eSIM thing
Okay.
first, I think, and yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we're taking phone one, which has got our American SIM in it, and it's prepaid, and it's da 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 da, da, and it's got the VPN activated before we download TikTok. And then we are going to set up so Microsoft Outlook. It's so weird. It has to be so it can't be Gmail.
I don't know why. He definitely said Microsoft Outlook. He did not he didn't say you can get an email address from anywhere, blah blah blah. He said
Yeah,
make a
that's
Gmail
so weird.
account
Because I
with
mean,
Microsoft
does
Outlook for
that
each
mean
account.
like our Microsoft Outlook? And the problem is like, what if your Outlook is co like I've got a melissadalport.com. I think you've got jtlows.com. So we could, I know you can get like 100 email addresses if you have a domain. So I could get like, oh, TikTok1 at melissadalport.com, TikTok2 at, like I could do that
Yeah.
quite easily, I
Yeah.
suppose. And then are those Outlook addresses?
No.
Because I have Microsoft Outlook because I pay for MS Office. Or is Outlook something different that I'm thinking of something?
Why do you have to ask such difficult questions? No, I don't know. I mean,
But
this
it's
is
strange,
yeah,
hey?
this is a problem with giving you just my beginning learnings because I haven't actually
Yes,
done.
yes, yes.
Now we have our email accounts. We are
Okay,
making one account every 2 days and we're not following anyone for 2 weeks. Okay.
okay,
Then, next step, spend half an hour warming up the account every day.
okay,
So, how do you warm up an account? You watch BookToks and engage with at least 5 videos a day, and not
okay.
meaningless engagement, like not just a smiley face or a heart. You actually go in and say, oh, I love this about your video, or I feel this way too, da da da. Meaningful engagement, not like spammy engagement. So, 30 minutes warming up the accounts, watch at least 5 videos a day.
Okay. And you do that for 2 weeks.
That is per account.
Wow. I'm so glad you're not writing until October. You go first.
Okay.
This is going to be really hard for you. That is going to be really hard for you because you don't love social media.
It's not that I don't love it. I do find TikTok as addictive as the next person, and that's why I stay
Mm.
away from it because, like, I need a
Okay.
few hours in my day that I can actually do productive work, and I don't want to be sitting
Yes.
right. It'll be a nice thing to do for me, a nice half an hour
Do
of
test. Yeah.
not being productive. It's fine. I can do it. Do it, Delport.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
But I always see people saying, "Oh, I've warmed up this account," or "This account's cold," and I'm like, oh, "Really? Is it really important?"
I know.
But I think it is very important.
It is. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, then so you warm it for 5 to 7 days.
Okay.
And then you move on to phone two. So that is on phone one, how to make TikTok accounts. Okay, now we're going to move on to phone two.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we warm it for 5 to 7 days. I thought it was 2 weeks that we were doing
No, the
that.
2 weeks, you don't follow anyone for 2 weeks.
Okay, got you. Then we warm it up for a week.
Yeah.
So it's been now 3 weeks, and now we pick up phone two.
Okay.
Okay, phone two. I mean, so many phones, so little time.
I just can just imagine my office desk looking like got all like 8 phones on it, two different pen names.
Listen, listen. Mike is about to rise. It's time for Mike to rise. Is all I'm saying.
Okay, we're tasting content. Are you ready?
Yes.
What's the most important thing when you are uploading content?
Is this? Am I supposed to know?
Yes.
Oh, it is the sound.
Okay.
It's
No,
the
it's a very
sound.
it's
It's the
it's a very
person that
it's a
I'm
very difficult
feeling to.
question. I shouldn't have asked it to you. It was unfair. It's consistency because you can have
Well,
the
I actually
right
should have known that.
if
Yes.
you have the right ICP and you have the right blah blah blah, it doesn't matter if you don't have consistency.
Not.
Consistency is the most
Yes.
important thing.
Okay.
Okay. Quality content. You want to be able to get to 500 plus views on your videos. If you don't, it's a problem. Okay.
Okay.
You have to post 5 out of 7 days. Don't post more than that because then you look like a bot in the beginning if you're posting too often. So consistent,
Okay.
not
So like Monday to Friday.
not overly enthusiastic. Just one a
Okay.
day or whatever for 5 out of 7 days. Okay.
Okay.
Then you shelve the accounts that aren't working. So that's why you've got lots of accounts to choose from that you've set up because the ones that aren't working, you're just going to shelve. You're not going to delete them.
Okay.
They're not gone forever. You're just shelving it because you might be able to use it at a later stage, but it's not working for you right now.
Okay.
Then he says about 2 out of 5 accounts work in his experience. So maybe then,
Okay. So maybe start 10 and then
yeah,
you should have, or maybe start five
five.
because then you have two working accounts and
Yeah,
all in the same genre, same. Okay.
yeah.
Does he give any naming conventions or just
No.
no problem? Okay.
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 So then the actual content. So that's testing the content, right? You have to get those 500 views or it's not working. Okay.
Okay.
If you've done everything else right, you've warmed up the account and blah, blah, blah. Next, how do you produce the actual content?
Okay.
Identify the top 10 to 15 most impactful passages or moments in your book. Okay.
Okay.
That he calls the core content. Change wording by
I've actually done that. So I'm
oh, good.
quite, yeah, I've been doing that now this week. Yeah, pulling like content
Excellent.
pulling.
Excellent. You can also pay people to do that if anyone's listening.
Yes, I believe
They don't
so.
want to do it or
Yeah.
they don't have the time. I remember paying someone to do some of my Blair Butler stuff for TikTok. Change the wording by at least 50% if you recycle content. He says recycling content is not a problem at all, but you do have to change it by at least 50%.
Okay.
And honestly, I think you do have to end up recycling some content because you cannot come up with fresh video every single day.
Yeah.
And then he said, don't use Canva for your text. This I thought was interesting because we both were like, oh no, we'll just use Canva. It makes it so easy, right? He's
Yes.
like, don't use Canva text, make it in your app. As much as
Okay.
possible, make your content in your app because
Okay.
TikTok rewards that.
Okay. Got you.
And then this I haven't got to in the course yet. I don't know if he mentions it again, but he says you must stuff keywords. I don't know what that means. That doesn't mean like a whole lot of hashtags and stuff. He doesn't like when people do that. But he said something about like invisible keywords or something. So I don't know what that means. I will try and find out and get back to you.
Is it not when you put keywords on the text and you make it so small people can't see it?
Maybe.
So it
Like, is
doesn't
that a
affect
thing?
the readability of the quote, but it's in there.
Is that a thing?
So I remember doing it before, like I would put in
Okay.
a thing and I would zoom it in. So it looks like a dot on the screen.
Yeah.
Like they'll never know it's there, but it's
Yeah.
there. Because I
Okay.
suppose TikTok doesn't know the size of the
Yeah.
font they just know what words are on there.
Yeah. So you could do tropes and stuff like that, I
The
guess.
trope, yeah, 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 or your genres or comparables.
I'm afraid that is as far as I got with his course. I
Okay.
started pulling hooks and I used Notebook LM. Is it Notebook or Pocket? The one that reads your
Notebook LM, I think
notebook
you've mentioned before.
and got them to identify like the universal fantasies in the books. So I've got the universal fantasies. Now I'm turning them into like hooks that I can, like marketing hooks.
Yeah, his course, I think anybody who's wanting to level up their author career should do it because it's depending on where they are, they might
Yeah.
take different things
Yeah.
out of it.
And just to repeat, or I don't even know if I said this, it is free. There's really no reason to not take it. What I liked what he said about, he says, basically, I'm making this course free because I want you guys to level up to the point where I can work with you. Look, at the end of the
Um,
day, you're not, as Kate Hall says, you don't have to become viral to become successful. You just need to
yeah.
do okay on TikTok to sell your books.
You started some video ads. Have you seen anything?
Yeah, it's been interesting. I did video ads in Midjourney, not polished at all, not like perfect or beautiful or anything, just very, very simple. I took a universal fantasy hook, put it on
Hmm.
top of the video, like TikTok, normal TikTok video, and I put it on TikTok and I put it as a Facebook video ad. And because I'm only testing one creative, I decided to test audience for my other variables.
Okay.
So I've got one US ad with that video, and then I'm targeting like the first one is broad AF, which is just like absolutely everything. These are all US, right? All genders, all ages, da 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 da. And then the next one was Goodreads plus Kindle, I think. And then the next one was Urban Fantasy plus Kindle. And
Okay.
so it's been interesting to look at how those different audiences are
Did
reacting.
you leave the male and female
Fe-
genders open?
No, the other two are female only. So the
Okay,
first one
okay,
was male and female. Da, da, da.
okay.
And the clicks have been super cheap at like 10 cents, which I'm not used to for the US. But
Wow.
people say that videos you get much cheaper clicks, but the quality of the clicks isn't as good because they don't convert
Okay,
as well. So I've got my
okay,
attribution things up and I will be looking at that in a week's time to see if
okay.
this worked. But yeah, very happy with the price per click. Who knows if it's converting though?
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
Yesterday I was listening to a podcast about using Pinterest to market
Yes,
your books. And like I love Pinterest. I don't spend time in it. Again, I find it addictive and I don't have the time, whatever.
yes.
But if Pinterest was one of my marketing things, I would love that because I love spending time there. It sounded like really good. If anyone's interested, it was Wish I'd Known Then, their latest episode
Okay.
and just like very handy tips and things but just another reminder that we can't do everything. Like I was thinking I'd love to do that but I can't.
No,
I literally can't. There's just way too much
no.
going on.
You honestly can't. And I remember when the Legacy launched in 2013, I think it was, Tracy McDonald told me to give books to friends or anyone who was traveling and to open a Pinterest board called The Legacy Travels and to
Oh
take photos of
no.
it all over the world. Like, so I think Pinterest has been quite a good tool for a long time. It's just that, again, bandwidth, there's
Yeah.
just no.
Oh,
Okay.
I had my book bub.
Oh, you did have a book, Bub. How did it go? I
Went
should have
well.
targeted your books.
Yeah, you should
Damn
have. Damn
it.
it. It got
I need to.
9,000 downloads and it was 13 in overall in the store. So I was very happy with that.
Okay. Was it a 99 cents or free?
Free.
Okay. Okay.
No, dude, if it was 13 in the store paid, I would not be sitting at this desk. I would be like, I don't know, celebrating somewhere. I was happy with this, but because it's a free thing, it's going to take a while to see.
Takes time.
Yeah. Whereas
Yes.
with 99 cents, you often see it
Recover.
sooner, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And this was
Okay.
for Coastbreaker.
No bad one.
Oh, oh yes, this was your spicy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So
And how much did it cost you?
it was close to $600.
So,
So
yes,
it is a
BookBub.
lot,
Do you
but
remember when we were getting?
I've never not made my money back from BookBub, so I'm not worried.
I once didn't make it back. I think it was on a standalone. Bookkeeper might have been. So I'm going to keep applying now, but I'm going to apply for Guardians 1 now. I don't think I'll apply for anything else. And then my new series, because they're going to be 6 book long, I'll be able to apply with those. But
Great.
I'm not going to I'm not going to waste my time with standalones. I'm not going to waste my time with
Yeah.
shorter series.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense right now.
Yeah.
So yeah. And that's very much a part of the launch strategy when it launches.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Brilliant.
Okay, fine. Well, thank
Okay.
you. It was so
Nice
nice
to
to
see
catch
you.
up. Enjoy having the kids back at school, and
Thank you.
and I'll see you next week.
Okay. See you next week.
Okay, babe. Bye.